If you are struggling with PCOS, I've got 3 great tips to deal with PCOS and of course doing this naturally. So tip number 1, and probably something that you haven't heard before, is to fix something called your leptin resistance. Also, fixing your insulin resistance is important, but fixing your leptin resistance, because the leptin resistance is something that happens usually before you develop the insulin resistance. And leptin is given off, it's a hormone given off by our fat cells that gives information to our brain as to our state of affairs. Do we need to seek out more food? Do we have enough body fat? Do we need to run our thyroid a little bit more or less for our metabolism? So fixing that leptin resistance is really important in terms of finding that balance for the blood glucose levels as well, and all of the feedback loops for all of the hormones in the body. Tip number 2 is to do full body detox. So this is something that is often missing in regular mainstream protocols for PCOS, in my opinion. This is something that my daughter's friend, was missing in her protocol, in my opinion, because she did really well. She lost weight when she, started to watch the carbohydrates and really fixing the diet. But the detoxification part of it, especially to get those xenoestrogens and some of the estrogen mimicking molecules out of the body, which of course are rampant in our environment because of plastics and other things that we use in our beauty care, that we have to make sure that we're addressing that detox component of PCOS as well. And that full body detox is really easy to do. Herbal medicines are great at getting those toxins out of the internal organs, especially the liver, and this is really important for liver part of the detox to ensure that we are having that proper estrogen conjugation in the body. And tip number 3 is to follow Mother Nature's prescription. So what does that mean? Well, that means natural sunlight exposure, especially first thing in the morning. Really important to set up our hormones for the rest of the day and our circadian rhythms as that's related to PCOS. So that's really important that our hormonal cycle is now matching what happens in nature. And grounding, so getting your bare feet on the earth as many times as you can throughout the day is really important. The more of your body that you can put connected to the earth, the better. So if you lie down on sand or on the dirt or on a rock, this is a really great way to increase those electrons from the earth, which are very anti-inflammatory to the body and can really help with the PCOS. And proper hydration is going to be really important for anybody who has any type of inflammation in the body, and drinking the right type of water is important as well. That is lower in deuterium, that isn't going to cause more of a problem for that inflammation with the PCOS. I hope these tips really help you with your PCOS. Let me know how it's going in the comments. For more tips on how to reverse leptin resistance, please check out my video, Leptin Resistance, 9 Tips to Reverse Leptin Resistance. I'll see you there.